People are intimidated by you. And I'm getting, yeah, this is a very common effect that you have on others. For some, I'm getting, for some of you, you're not even aware. It's almost like I'm getting like you're oblivious to your intimidation factor. Yeah, this may not even be known to you because to you, you're used to how you operate or who you are or how you are. So it could be like you may even be surprised hearing this, like, what? I intimidate people? Why? How is that even possible? But we're about to dive in, pull some cards, and see why people find you so intimidating. Ooh, first card out. She who frees. Okay. You are a free being, a free spirit, a sovereign spirit. So what makes you intimidating is the way that people cannot control you. You cannot be controlled. You cannot be tamed. So this is highly intimidating to people because I'm almost getting like the word liabilities coming through, where you almost feel like a liability to people because they can't predict your moves. They can't control you. They can't put you in a box. You walk to the beat of your own drum. It's very much giving leader, trailblazer, which to me, baby, that sounds like a good thing to me. And so this is very intimidating to people because, yeah, they can't control you. And I'm getting, this can also trigger and anger others who have, who work in ego or who are very like more controlling or like to control others, where they prefer people who are more weak-minded, who are more confirmation, as a message just came through, where they're more weak-minded, they can be more manipulated. Ooh, that's a big thing here. You cannot be manipulated. It's giving almost like hard-headed or stubborn, but again, in the best possible way. I'm getting like Taurus, Capricorn, Aries. You don't have to be any of these signs. It's just the archetypal energy of that. Like the bull, the ram, where you're kind of just like, you're the huffs are down. Like you stand your ground. You're not afraid to speak your truth. And so that also comes off as intimidating because people know you're not going to water yourself down. You're not going to dim your light. You're not going to hold yourself back. So that's very intimidating, again, to those who like to be in control. That energy feels really ugly. And that's more people who like to control people and like in like a not so, like they don't have the best intentions. But that feels like a very small percentage. That's like 20%. For others, I'm getting, this is actually in a way where you're intimidating, but yet it's inspiring because you serve as some form of like sacred mirror or reflection, where you're kind of reflecting back, where they kind of, where they still have the ability to, where like if they feel like they don't yet hold that ability to like speak up for themselves or say something that would cause some like waves. Like you're not afraid you're not afraid to make waves. I'm getting, you are a sacred disruptor though. Like you're a walking tower moment. That's a part of your mission, your purpose. Ooh, your power wants to come through. That's a part of your magnetism, who you are as a being. Like you are meant to cause waves. And to others who I'm getting are either more reserved or have yet to fully like rein in that ability, which everybody holds that ability, but it's almost as if it like if they're more scared or timid in a way. Do you get what I mean? Like, so that can come off as very intimidating, especially I'm getting those who don't particularly like confrontation. I'm getting, you could be somebody where you do not run from confrontation. You do not run from challenge. That actually motivates you, and that's some form of like fuel under your belt, or like it fuels your fire. I'm getting to justice this coming through. You're also somebody who, like, you stand up for the underdog. Justice is very important to you. Like you operate in a sense of morality and justice. So to those, yeah, they're intimidated. They find you intimidating, but it's also very inspirational, and I'm getting like admirable. People also very like, because of this intimidation, it also causes people to look up to you because, oh, how beautiful. I just got the message that like people like watch you in awe. Like people are just like, wow, this person, like I'm getting like, people feel like you're not afraid of anything. You're so courageous. You're so outspoken. You're so anchored and embodied in your truth. Oh my gosh, I love this. Who are you? This is incredible energy. Love this. Heck yeah, keep that up. But yes, so yeah, it's more of just a mirror where you're just so confident in your inner knowing, in your strength, in your power, in the way that you move through life. It can cause others who still have some insecurities or whatnot to kind of feel a little intimidated, like, whoa, like, it's not a game, there's no levels, there's no race, but it's almost like they feel like, oh, like, I'm not there yet, or, do you get what I mean? Yeah. Okay, yeah, beautiful. Let's grab some more cards here. What makes the collective so intimidating? Yeah. It also too, I didn't read the card. It says liberation, unrestrained, and freedom. And look at how look at that shackle that she literally took off of her arm, is throwing into the ocean, which is causing commotion, causing waves. And like, look at that stare. Okay, there's something about your stare too. Woo! Okay, your stare is intimidating. I'm also almost getting like a lion. I mean a predator in that way of like lions or like predator animals, where like that intimidation of when they're just staring at you. So there's something about your gaze or your stare where you're just locked in and people are just like, whoa, okay, don't mess with that one. That one's very serious. So there's something, yeah, you just hold this like inner power, inner strength, inner knowing. We love that. What makes the collective intimidating, Spirit? Also too, because I'm noticing her garments, it's very, like, you also have this very royal, because there's like this deep forest green with gold accents. I don't know if it's really picking up on camera there. But what makes you also intimidating is you carry yourself in such a royal, regal energy. It's very much giving like king, queen energy, god, goddess energy. You have this self-reverence, self-respect, and others hold you in that same light. So that's also intimidating, where yeah, it's almost as if you hold some form of sense of authority. And then I'm also noticing all the birds here too. So for sure, like messenger, you are not afraid to use your voice, to speak your truth, again, to cause waves. We love that. Yes, keep causing waves, baby, because how else is change gonna be made? Oh my gosh. She who guides and she who instigates. Leadership, provocation, power. New path, guide, renewal. So back to that like karmic justice. You also intimidate others because look at that stare, that inner confidence, that knowing, like, wow, you walk in your power. You walk in your power. So that's very intimidating because people know that they cannot knock you off your center, your pivot. They cannot control you. They cannot manipulate you. They can't tell you who you are or who they know that nothing can interfere with whatever you have your eyes set on. And with the leadership, and then she who guides, and another bird, oh, for sure, messenger. And then this card is all blue, which is associated with the throat chakra. And look at that crown, very majestic, very regal. It's giving spiritual warrior too. So, okay, and because messenger voice keeps coming up, you may also be somebody who's very direct, very blunt, very straight to the point. So that can also be a little bit intimidating to others in the way you deliver your messages, where you just kind of get straight to the point. You may be a Sagittarius, Aries. Again, you don't have to be, just that archetypal energy of like the directness, very bold, you're very courageous, you're very resilient, you're very fearless. What makes you intimidating is people view you as incredibly fearless. I'm getting like, people don't want to be your opponent. People do not want to be your opponent because they know they will lose. Like, they already know. They're just like, yep, not even gonna try. Not even gonna, like, nope, I'm not gonna poke the bear because why would I? But also too, it's like you walk in this sense of justice, morality. So if you are speaking up, if you are standing your ground, it's because it's for the highest good of all. You do not operate out of ego at all. And people know this. People can tell. It's very evident. You move from the soul. You move from spirit, from the heart, you for the well-being of all. It's almost like, again, that spiritual warrior. You come in as this leader, this protector, this guide, this way shower for others. And with the card being new path, as I said earlier, trailblazer, leader, you walk to the beat of your own drum. It's like you are placed in people's lives. You're placed in this world. First of all, you are already and meant to make a huge change and impact on the collective. And baby, you are doing it. It is happening. But with new path, it's like you were birthed into this world to show others a new way, a new path, a new way of being, to break free from the reins of society, old outdated programmings and patterns, and to show people you do not need to operate in the systems of control. You do not need to operate in the way that the world has told you that you need to, or how you've always been taught. So you come into people's lives, and I'm getting like, people are literally thinking this, where people see you just existing in your authenticity and your frequency. They observe the way you move through life, the way you interact, the moves that you make, and people are just like, wow, I didn't know that was an option. I didn't know I could do things that way. I didn't know it could be done like that. So you very much are some form of light of inspiration as well. Yeah. That is the message. Wow, message. Wow, so beautiful. Yeah, you show people another way. And then Kundalini activate, like, your energy is so high vibrational with the snake here too. It's like you're always shedding your skin, you're always growing, you're always evolving, you're always up leveling. So I'm getting, that's also intimidating too. I'm getting like, people are kind of like, when is collective gonna stop? Never, baby, never. You're gonna keep growing and evolving and expanding. And yeah, you're somebody who, like, you are here for the people. You care about the people, the well-being of others. I'm also getting trusted leader. Like, people know they can trust you. People, I'm getting, it's like you're not someone who you're looking to lead. It just naturally, people just naturally gravitate towards you and want to be led by you, because you are a living example of the life that you lead, of your morals, of your perspective, of your energy. You literally just show up as your truest authentic self, and it naturally captivates people and and makes people want to be led by you naturally, because they see the journey, they see what you have accomplished, what you have moved through, and they trust in your advice, in your vision, in your guidance. And yeah, it's almost as if like you, like motivational speaker, or like you're very encouraging and uplifting. Like, you make people want to be the best version of themselves and to contribute to the whole as well, and to show up fully as themselves, not as who they were taught to be, or how they should be, or who they should be, but to show up as them. Wow! Oh my gosh, that was such a beautiful message. I love that. You're so amazing. You're so incredible. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like the video, comment below. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next reading. Mwah!